YouTubers, welcome back to Yorkshire Media. I am Mark, your host, your entertainment officer, whatever you want me to be, basically. So what we're talking about today, electric vehicle revolution. Have we got, if all the petrol and diesel vehicles disappeared, have we got enough EVs and public charging to support it? No, we haven't. So the electric vehicle, EV as people call it short, but the electric vehicle revolution. Yes, there is plenty of cars for sale, but they are still highly priced. Nissan Leaf is what, 23,000 and things like that. And we need cheap, I would say more affordable electric vehicles to come onto the market and things like that. But we need a quality of them as well. You do need quality. So, petrol stations are going to have to consider changing their pumps into electric charging hubs. And it's as simple as that. And as I have read that the government have pulled away from public charging, they're not supporting it. And the reason why they're not supporting public charging hubs is because it costs too much money in that way. That you are, it's not viable enough. And it won't be causing them any big profits. Basically, they'll be losing money, and that's why, the Conservative government has pulled away, shied away from it basically. So it's up to the council, and as we all know, what councils are like. Are they going to bring enough public charging into the domain? I don't think so. So this electric, vehicle revolution is a bit of it will get traction going, but it's going to take time. And I think we're not ready. And I think by 2040 we could be ready, but we're not ready yet. So 2040, I think, yes, we're getting more and more electric vehicles on the road, but really, prices are way too high, in my opinion. But then again, that is done deliberately. If you haven't noticed, what the government are doing, they're coming for your personal transport. They don't want you to own your own car or motorbike or whatever. They don't want you to own it. What will happen eventually is, yes, you still have showrooms where you can look at the cars. Oh, well, I won't mind that, but you have to take it on a lease basis. And that could be more expensive than buying your own car in the long run. And this is what the government's on about doing. And that'll be done through legislation. And they'll put it through the back door. Well, that's what they're trying to do. It's like the tampering law. They are putting that through legislation as well. Where if you buy a brand new vehicle, you won't be able to change its tyres, its suspension, or all that. You won't be able to upgrade. You'll have to keep it as standard, as though it come out of the factory. And if you don't do that, under the new tampering laws, you can be done for it. And that's what they're on about doing. And that will be coming to pass. I think that'll be coming to pass, well, if it's not this year, it'll be next year. And this is all because of this pandemic. That's what Boris used as an excuse. And as we know, Boris Johnson is not fit for purpose. But that's another video. So, the electric vehicle revolution, yay! We're not ready for it. We are not ready for it. We haven't got enough public accessible charging to sustain it, and not everyone can have an home charger as well. Really, it is unbelievable. It really is. People, these kind of people have to get their heads together and say, well, the public need this, but don't forget, they don't want you to own your own public transport. So prices of vehicles to buy vehicles will go up. It's deliberately to keep you away. In other words, they only want the rich people to be able to drive, not the poor. Not working class like me or you or anybody else. You see, that's what. And if you look at what Boris's first choice is for getting around on transport, it's basically, I've seen the list. Top of agenda is cycling, which is good. Don't get me wrong, cycling's brilliant. Everyone can afford to buy a push bike and things like that. Cycling, then buses, then trains. then taxis, and then personal transport is last. And yeah, so you can see where they're going. They're coming for your car basically. They don't want you to own anything, especially your own personal transport, which you may need and things like that. And people who live out in countryside as well do need a car. They do need vehicles because there's not enough buses. Public transport infrastructure is not good enough. The train infrastructure is not good enough. The whole thing about council taxes, they're so expensive. You know what I mean? It is absolutely ridiculous to what they are trying to do. So the EV revolution, it'll never get going properly. Not yet, any case. Not until we get a government in who can recognise. Well, hang on a minute. We need to build quality, cheap, cheap, electric vehicles for people to use. Fine. You know what I mean? That's what they need to do. But Boris is in too much of a hurry to get rid of petrol, and that's why you've got this stupid E10, which is more corrosive than E5. It's your car's going to suffer badly, and he's wanting the old classic cars off the road. You know what I mean? So you can see where Boris is going with this, and it's stupid. Yeah, I mean, Boris is not thinking. He's not being a conservative. He's liberal, isn't he? He's liberal minded, and this is what he's doing. I think if people knew to what he was going, I knew what he was going to do. He hinted at it when he was, Lord Mayor, and he was no good at that job neither, and he's no good at being a Prime Minister. But what I'm saying is Boris Johnson doesn't want anyone driving apart from him and his mates, basically. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's as simple as that. So, there you go. So what do you do? Well, what you do is, you don't fall for it. You complain. You basically complain. You have a right to complain. The people who voted for the stupid government have a right to complain, and that's what they need to do. They need to put, pen to paper or whatever, or an email to their MP saying, look, this is stupid, this has to stop. You know what I mean? You can't take away our personal transport. You know what I mean? But that's what he's doing. So the EV revolution is not going to get going until 2040, 2050. And even then, for a lot of people, it's going to be limited to what you can and can't do, basically. You're going to be limited. And you're going to be limited, even if you lease one, you're going to be limited on mileage. They'll say, well, you can only do 6,000 miles a year. That's what could happen quite easily. You know what I mean? So, once you're 6,000 miles up for that year, your car, that car what you've leased is costing you money all the time, and it's as simple as that. So, the EV revolution, now, it's a damp squib at the moment. Unfortunately, the government are not doing this right. They're not thinking about things. Boris Johnson is fixated on going net carbon zero, which is a pipe dream. That will never happen. You can't go net zero with carbon. It's impossible. Your carbon monoxide is one of the building blocks within me, within this planet, within everybody who watches this video. We all, it's the carbon monoxide is the building blocks to life, not what you think. Yes, too much carbon monoxide can poison you, but carbon monoxide, the trees and the plants need carbon monoxide. I talk to plants, and the only reason why they grow so good when you talk to them, because they're getting super concentrated carbon monoxide out of your breath. It's as simple as that. So he'll never go net carbon zero because it can't be done. Because if he did, he'd be wiping life out on Earth. It's as simple as that. So this is a pipe dream to what he's got. Now, this is what this hence the video. The EV revolution, it's a bit of a damp squib. Any government project it doesn't work. I mean, you look at HS2, that's not going to get completed because it's costing them too much money. You know what I mean? The government have failed on all fronts, basically. So there you go. So EV revolution. Well, until they get cars out what people can afford, it will never get going. I mean, they're making sure that it's into the 20,000s, basically. And people say, well, that might be cheap. Yeah, but not for everybody. It's not cheap for everybody, and it really isn't. The people who've got electric cars at the moment, yes, they might be satisfied because they might have a couple of charging hubs around them, and plus have their own charging. But for those people who can't do home charging, where is the future lie? You know, the future lie, I mean, and there will be relying on public charging. You know what I mean? The only electric vehicle company what I can see what's doing this properly is Tesla. You know, Tesla have got their own charging hubs. Why can't Renault have their own charging hubs? Why can't Peugeot and Ford have their own charging hubs? Like Tesla. Why can't they do that? You know what I mean? Because it'll cost too much money. But that's what they're going to have to do, I think, in the long run. So Peugeot, Renault, and all them are going to have their own charging hubs, like Tesla, you know, and things like that. And hopefully that will get it going. And if Peugeot, Citroen, Nissan, Ford, and Vauxhall have their own charging hubs around the city, it might help with public charging, which I think it will in the long run. I do apologise, someone's texting me while I'm doing the video. So, yeah. But Tesla is doing it right. They've got their own charging hubs. If you've seen them on the motorway, yeah, it's only for Tesla vehicles. But that's what, you know, other car companies can take a leaf out of Tesla's book and do similar, I think, in my mind. And that's what the government need to push. But the government have pulled away from public charging. They're standing down from it, basically. That's why government was supposed to give us a grant for e-bikes, e-push bikes, you know, pedal assist push bikes. But it's never come true. It's never come to fruition at all. I mean, now you can get an assist if you're buying an electric car, but not a push bike. It's wrong. It's all wrong. But that assist from the government will stop eventually because it's costing them too much money at the end of the day. So the EV revolution, unfortunately, is not going to get going as quickly as what they thought. You know, and there's still people out there who don't want this. You know, they're saying now, it's going to cost too much money, which it is. It is going to cost millions, if not billions, to do it properly. But they are racing ahead to get rid of diesel and petrol and things like this, and to go net zero by 2050. It's not going to happen. It's a pipe dream from the government. And believe you me, it is a pipe dream. And things like that. So, if you have liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you're new. And hit that bell icon and it all. And also, please, when you do subscribe and hit the bell, please leave a comment. Or your sub will not count. So you must leave a comment. So please leave a comment and come back from time to time to make sure that you still subscribe to me. And I do appreciate it to all my new subscribers. To all my subscribers and the new subscribers, I do appreciate you subscribing. If it wasn't for you, I won't be doing this. And I know the argument the other way around. Well, if it wasn't for you, Matt, we'd have nothing. Yeah, it is true. If I wasn't making videos, you would have nothing. But I wouldn't have a channel successful if it wasn't for the subscribers. Please comment below on the video, please. And I will try and answer every comment if I can. And I will answer this text now. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. Bye.